So in continuation of my previous video, which I did like an introduction into the fact that we need to operate at a level of result and a level of excellence for our ideas, for our products, for our services, for our agendas, to be able to connect with people, and people can sort of engage and connect with us because they have what they can benchmark what they are hearing, the product they are seeing, the service they are experiencing from. They have a level of excellence. They have excellence they can benchmark it to. So they would naturally want to connect with us, they would naturally want to engage with us, they would naturally want to hear what we have to say. So we don't have to force people to hear, we don't have to force people to buy into our idea, to buy into our narrative. And basically it's on the idea that now what I'm going to be now is taking a deep dive into the core essentiality of how we need to be able to, like, what are the things we need to start doing to operate at a particular level of excellence, at a particular level of frequency, so that for our ideas, for our agendas, for our thought process that we're bringing into the world, people can connect and engage with us. We don't have to force people. We don't have to sound it on their ears. They will naturally want to engage because our results now are speaking. They have factual evidence, excellence that they can benchmark what they are hearing, the product they're seeing, the service they're experiencing too. So naturally, they will want to listen to you. They want to engage with you. They want to belong to your school of thought. Now, I'll give an example sharing from my own experiences. So me as a person, I've always been saddled with this burning desire to spur people into making change, into creating change in the world, because I believe people in the world, we operate in a cyclical movement, in that there is this continuity that exists, and it's because of the fact that we as an individual, there is a certain incompleteness that exists in us, and we being incomplete doesn't mean we are flawed, according to this very amazing speaker, Dr. Lakuni Shorin. Please check him out. So we being incomplete doesn't mean we are flawed. It just means a loophole exists around us. So it might be what we do, it might be the services we put out, the products, the agendas, the ideology. A loophole exists around it that would ensure that future people come in, build solution blueprints around those loopholes, and create their own next level. So subsequently also, the future people in that future times too, they will come in, discover the loophole around that people in that time, then best. So it continues in that cyclical nature. And my school of thought is basically, if we leave the world, if we begin to become intentional about how we leave the world a better place than we find it, making change, creating change, the next people that will be coming behind us, they too will want to sort of live up to the standard they meant, or even surpass it, to create change, to better change in the world. And it continues like that. So we are like growing as we are going forward. But if we are not intentional about creating change, positive impact, if those that are coming behind, they meet something substandard, they would want to just go low or lower, but they meet something standard, their thinking will be to surpass and outgrow what they meant. So my ideology is very simple: get as much people as possible, especially in our continent Africa, to be intentional about creating meaningful, visible change that will move and change the world, that will give Africa, the continent, a better place than we found it. Now, into much more foreign now, this will be transcending into the world and making sure that our cosmos called Earth is left a better place than we found it. So it can be either in the products we are creating, in the services we are creating, the ideologies we are creating, in the agendas we are pushing, in the skill, proficiencies, competencies we develop, how we can be so intentional about ensuring that we are not only equipping ourselves with the skill, knowledge, technical competencies, or sort of behavioral competencies, we are also passing it down to people that are coming behind, so that they would have it at the back of their mind to want to live up to the standard or surpass it, and to give room for others also that they would engage in the future to also meet that standard and surpass it. Then the world begins to take a gradual turn, and we begin to see changes in the world at a level pretty much unimagined before. Now, in order for me to do this, I figured out that I need to operate at a level of excellence that people can see, and people can say, oh, for this person to be able to achieve this particular level of excellence, this particular level of result, then there must be some level of truth to what he's saying, thereby ensuring and unlocking people's humility and curiosity to sort of pursue my source, sort of pursue and want to know how I did it. Then it will be easier for me to engage with you, easier for people to connect with me, because they have what they can benchmark what I am saying with. There's a result in my life, there's an excellence in my life that exists that they can benchmark what I am saying with, so it matches it or even surpasses it. So they want to naturally engage with me, connect with me, and want to pursue what I'm saying. They want to know how I did it, what were the things I put together to do. So this prompted me, because I did business administration in the school, so it prompted me to sort of look at a particular area of focus that I can deepen my understanding on, become proficient, become very good, master, and become an expert in, so as to enable me develop competence, operate as an excellent person. So I'll be operating at a level pretty much evoking excellence. Now, if I begin to do that, then what I am saying would now begin to unlock people's humility and curiosity gradually to sort of engage with me and sort of pursue my source. So this has enabled me, picture the idea for me to like create a business. And when I mean business, I don't mean business just for business sake. I mean a proper business, like a structured and organized business, having the various essentialities and components that exist. And most importantly, the activities that we conducting in that business are activities that are laser focused in ensuring and building people hope for change, either in creating change or in making change. So this will be evident in the product, in the services that we disperse, in the partnerships and the collaborations that we do, in the sort of activities that goes on around the business. So it has enabled me now begin to take on training, certification, competency that will build my expertise and excellence in that area, such that when I now begin to open this business and I now begin to move in the world, I'm moving with excellence in that. I am creating business, opening business that people are ready, to connect to, because such businesses are they're existing to create change, to make a change in the world. When you hear the names of this business, you say, oh, this business are in this sector doing this, and this. When you have another business, you say, oh, this business is created by this guy, which is me, doing this, and this. So then, if I now begin to communicate, by doing that, first of all, it will unlock their curiosity and humility to say, oh, how is this guy doing? How did he do it? Then what I am now saying, the strategies, actionable tips, content around how to create and make a change in the world, so as to ensure that we have an upward trajectory in this cyclical movement. Now will be easy for me because people will be able to connect with me. People want to engage with what I'm saying. They don't just be that I'm fluffing around or just blabbing. They want to engage with me because they see results that they can peg what I'm saying to. You understand? This is why this idea that I've sort of discovered has opened my eye, in that for me to be able to connect people. See, God at those days, Dr. Lakule Shogun said something. He said, if you are doing evangelism, like you're praying, you are going on the streets praying, doing evangelism for people to come and join, to believe in Christ. If you're doing that before, it's an effective methodology because you're doing it the right thing at the right time in the right place. That's the modality before. But you see, now, for people to be able to connect with you, you need to be operating at a particular level of excellence. People should see you at an excellence. So it can be in the product you're creating, in the competencies you occupy, in the services you are delivering to the world, agendas, your ideology. So first of all, you're operating at a competence, at a level of excellence. Either it's your professional competencies, your results, your partnerships, your collaborations. Just know where you are and what you can spoil yourself into to develop your own competence. Then that agenda, that ideology, that product, the service that you want to live in the world, you now hammering on it, it will evoke people's humility and attention willingly to want to pursue yourselves, to know how you did it, what were the things you did, how were you able to put this and this together to bet this. You want to engage with you. Then your words can hold substance, your ideas can penetrate and connect with people because they have what they can benchmark your results to. So imagine someone like Dangote says they want to host a business conference in Nigeria. Imagine the number of people that will be there. It's not that they just want to be there for being their sake, it's that they can see a level of excellence that he has been able to achieve. So if he says he wants to do something, if he says he wants to launch an idea, people will naturally want to go into it. Might even be bigger than the church itself. They want to go to learn. Imagine somebody like Bill Gates saying he wants to host a conference. They would naturally want to engage. Somebody like Richard Branson, somebody like Femi Otedola saying he wants to host a conference. People would want to engage because there's a level of excellence. So let's start operating at a level of excellence while we are doing what we are doing. Because even though we are not getting the attention now, we are building ourselves. We are equipping ourselves with those soft skills, those communication skills, those relational skills, so that we can be able to build capacity. We are building capacity in work so that when we achieve this competency, then it's upward from there. I hope this video helps you. Please share your thoughts, share your understanding in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.